Welcome to what I like to call a replay, greatest highlights moments of. Let's just get into it, shall we? Of the Nuzlock. Okay, so I couldn't uh, I couldn't record the audio because when I was recording it, there was copyright music playing. Oh, that dastardly copyright music again. And maybe this is also just another ad for the Nuzlock. Right. Alright, but as you can see here, Nosepass is almost dead and he eats a stupid orange berry, and then he recovers health like a dummy. And then I have to continue to growl as he hits me a rock tomb. And then he crits me with rock tomb. That's right. But growl would have made rock tomb do less damage after critting me with rock tomb. So now the whole run is basically over. That's right, basically over. Except for the fact that I growled a bunch of times and everyone died, which is what you're about to see, like right here. Right, we growl once, we growl 2 times, we growl 3 times because you have to have a plan. Right? The plan is in action. Okay. Now, of course, this Nosepass is insane and probably has some performance-enhancing drugs, but right. See, because he crit growl again, but then I set him on fire. At this point, I'm like, holy, he's on fire, 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 right? And I'm thinking to myself, I'm actually going to win. That was a run saver right there. That burn was an orange saver because it also cuts attack in half as well. And there we go. Nosepass down. And one more time for the joke. Goddamn, Roxanne, eat Earth. Okay. All she wanna do is kill all my Pokemon. God darn. Roxanne. Here's all the guys who died in the Roxanne fight. Man, she drew me flipping crazy though. And then up next is Mudkip. And the special thing about Mudkip is that he does more damage every single time he uses Water Gun. The Water Gun actually stacks damage. So what you'll see here, right, I hit him with a wing attack because I have nothing else. This is all I got. Right, and he used Bide to unleash energy. Right. And then I gotta go heal, and he used Water Gun. See? And then I gotta go heal it. Watch it. You're gonna see it. And then he used Water Gun again. Look, he's gonna do more damage. Oh, no, he does less damage this time. Thank God. Right. But then what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna wing attack. Yeah, because I figure I could take a hit from Water Gun. And just barely you take a hit from Water Gun. There's one health left. One health left. Right. Okay. So I took a moment to panic and scream in the mic again. Right. And then we super potion up. And this is where the loop starts looping. Right, check this out. Watch. She gonna do Water Gun, and it did more. It goes down to 16. Right, his first Water Gun only took me down to like 26. Right, he's wing attack, and he's on 1 health. And then Water Gun kills me. But he might have Torrent or something like that, right? He might have like Torrent or something like that. Anyway, and I saw you cut and take him out. GG's, Brandon. Thanks for killing my bird type, which is going to be huge for me in Water Onyx. Okay, so then we start up a new playthrough in another universe. We come back and we fight Nosepass once again. Alright, now we're April number 2. Now we decided to choose Rango instead of the Torchic, right? And of course, Nosepass is going to go down. It's just going to take a minute because he's going to be a little special about it. And we hit him with the bullet seed after he blocks us, and I say, "No, you, sir, are trapped in with me. This is your grave site." And there we go. And then I get, oh, that's right. Chip gets hit with confusion, and I die. And I show the fight again for some reason. All right, the replay. Right, just in case you didn't see it. Then we go on to a rival fight, and our rival fight's gonna use focus energy, and then, alright, I'm gonna use quick attack after I screeched him like a couple of times. And of course he lives on 1 health like usual, and then he kills me. So, you know what I have to do now? Well, the interesting part about that, I have no options. Best thing I have is one shot. I get one shot by Ember. It's Gust. That's the best thing I could have had, right? So then I'm like, you know what? No, that didn't happen. That actually didn't happen. I don't care that you all saw that. I even put it in the highlight reel. I don't care that you all saw that. No one saw this video, by the way. This actual video, no one even saw that. But like, people might see this, but might not see this. But like, yeah, we combat log in the middle, and I was like, you know why though? I'll tell you why we combat log. And it's simply because I didn't want to have to like take another hour and like 30 minutes or like 2 hours sitting there 3 times speed, getting the full team up again, and getting the same team up again. I'm like, no, I don't want to do that. I would literally just get the same team, catch the same team, grind at 3 times speed, and be like, because yeah, of course that would have been game over. But I'm like, I just don't want to sit there and grind for like 3 hours. And I know that's the whole point of a Nuzlock, right? Right. I know that's the whole point of Nuzlock. What did I even catch here? I don't even remember what I caught there. Anyway, and then Shockwave. That was me making a really dumb play against Magnemite with Shockwave. Shoot, I didn't even know we're at that point yet. And then, this battle right here. This is like 9 minutes, and this is on 3 times speed. So that would have been like, what was 9 times 3, like 27 minutes, almost 30 whole minutes of going back and forth, me healing and trying to spam absorb because he doesn't take any poison type damage because this is Magnemite Jet 3, so they're trying to make a steel type. So that means that this guy can't get hit with poison type damage, which is a huge problem. Why is that a huge problem? Because S is my most powerful move. So I had to sit here and put him to sleep and use stupid absorb, and I literally had to like use an ether to like get absorb back up because this dude was taking like the little tinks of damage out of the absorb, right? And I figure the X-Plow would probably do a little bit more damage, right? But then he died. So there's that. And I only had like water types. That was like my best other options was water types. But this Magnemite right here, this Magneton right here was a thorn in my side and ruined my last run. Right, basically ruined the run. So here we are again. And I'm pretty sure I caught an Oddish, right? I caught an Oddish, and I didn't think it was going to be anything because an Oddish is stupid as dumb. But it actually turned into this guy, and he's actually a powerhouse on my team right now. But as you can see, the fight, I had to show this, because this fight was ridiculous, how dumb this fight was. And he has a Pokemon after that, and there's my boy, and that server just sending a message or whatever. He has another Pokemon after this. Okay, he's Magic after this. I'm gonna take a drink of water. Hello. Okay, and like 3 years later, on 3 times speed. Okay, after he finally dies of the last resort, here comes a Medectric coming out, right? And then Medectric comes out, and it's obviously a lot smoother sailing. But I just cannot believe. That it took me that long to get through. That was probably one of the longest fights I ever had in this game, period. Okay, Defense Curl plus Rollout. That's all you need to know. It does more damage when you use Defense Curl plus Rollout. Alright, now, with Thumper, we roll out, this guy heals. This is Fenary fight, they heal, right? and they actually give me an opportunity to stack another rollout. And I think they have like only 4 more Pokemon, 3 more Pokemon. So that's perfect. I'm like, oh my god, we lining this up. And like, you have no idea how strong this dude Thumper is going to be. Y'all have no idea how unfair, how insanely powerful this is. This is huge power rollout with a defense curl. This is the only thing better is probably stab rollout. And I don't even know if that's even better than that, right? And we just trucking on through, hitting them one shot and literally everything on their team, like boom, 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 just absolutely rolling, steamrolling them, and we would have won this battle, one-shotting every single thing on their team, if it wasn't for the fact that we missed rollout, and this is where the fight gets sucky. But it's fine because we hit rollout. But like we were attracted for a little bit. And then we go in and catch Sonic, and I just wanted to make sure that you guys saw that I spelled it in a weird way, that it's funny and it's haha, and that's pretty much it. I also, as a girl, so I guess I probably should have called him like Amy or something, but the joke is the joke. And then once again, we one shot another Pokemon rollout. We're going crazy with rollout here. Uh, and it would be really a shame if like Thumper dies tragically later on. And here's where I decided to let Monessa fight Surskit, and he died because they used Bubble Beam. But the turn right after, they used Sweet Scent, and they spam Sweet Scent, and I legit thought he only had like a crappy move like Sweet Scent, and I was of course mistaken. We catch Doduo in the Survivor Zone. We later name him Book and Paul, and my nemesis. My nemesis. Ah, yes. This is where we meet the worst Pokemon in the game. Let me introduce you to the worst Pokemon in the game, Wobbuffet. Wobbuffet, meet. Bye. Would have been really good for us. Really been really good for us. Like a great flying type. Just a great, just absolute tank of destruction and unstoppable force, unless, of course, electric type moves, right? And unfortunately, since he decided to use Miracle and use Decibon as a dummy, I flew high, and then he used Safeguard, right? And here's the thing: I thought Decibon only enacted after the turn that he used, right? So I'm like, well, shoot, I have no idea. I actually don't know how that happened because I thought he'd have to have like I thought Safeguard was fine, and I would have been fine right after you Safeguard. So now I use Defense Curl and open with that, so you can't touch me, right? And yes, this is our nemesis. This is the guy that we hinted to dying, right? We use Surf, take out half his health. That's crazy. You use Mirror Coat, take out all our health. Take out all our health. And Thumper's a quite tanky Pokemon. Took out all of our health, dude. I can't even believe it, bro. I'm shooketh. I'm shocked. There goes our ace. There goes our best guy. There goes the truest man on our team right there. He just straight up murdered that dude. Just murked him, man. And I tried to release him. And they won't even let me. You don't even understand. This is the anime type shit. I had to name this box Grave because of him. He was too attached to me or something, cause he wasn't ready to go yet. He wasn't ready to go yet, man. So maybe he didn't even die in that battle. I don't even know. But like we can't use him. So was he like a pet now? Like you know what I'm saying? Cause is he retired from battle? Cause he clearly did not die in that battle. he clearly, as you can see, didn't die. And then we pick up a bomb, and said bomb proceeds to use rollout because I thought that would be a good idea, but I should have just used spark or something. And I'm an idiot. So now he dead. That's great because we just got him. As of this moment, we're probably going to be beating the game and moving on to the next Nuzlock. And then maybe like a small short clip of some of the other highlights that happened
So thank you, and hopefully people will enjoy this Nuzlock, or maybe the next one. You know, cross our fingers that someone will discover it. I love you guys.